Hello fellow pirate. Within this video I'll give you a quick rundown of everything you'll want to know before setting out on your ship for the first time, so stay tuned. Once you've created a pirate and loaded into the game, you'll find yourself inside a tavern. You and your crew, if you have one, should be the only people on the island. This allows you some time to ready yourselves and your ship. The first thing you want to do is fill your inventory with as many cannonballs, bananas, and wooden planks as you can. Your inventory is limited, so you will end up doing multiple runs by the time you leave the island. Filling up your inventory from the get-go will save you some time. There are 3 companies that you need to build your reputation with in order to become a pirate legend and earn gold. The Gold Hoarders, who give missions to find treasure via treasure maps and riddles. The Merchant Alliance, who give missions to locate and deliver livestock, as well as to pick up and drop off cargo. Then finally there is the Order of Souls, who have mission to kill skeletons, sometimes multiple captains across a couple of different maps. If you want more information on the reputations, there will be a link in the description below. Each of these reputations have a mission for you to complete. Walk up to one of the NPCs, talk to them, and buy a mission. To activate the mission, you need to go and place it on the captain's table located inside your ship, and then have the majority of your crew vote on the mission. Now you want to turn off all the lanterns on your ship by walking up to them and pressing the appropriate prompt that appears for you. The PC default is F. You want to make sure that all your lanterns that are visible from the outside of the ship are off. On the sloop, this includes the half deck where the map is located. To make sure you get all of the lanterns, just start at one particular place and work your way in a circle. If you find a rowboat while you're out sailing, turn the lantern off there as well. This will make you less obvious while out in the sea, aka more difficult for others to find you while sailing. Then you want to ensure that your cannons are loaded ahead of time. The last thing you want to do is need to use your cannons and have to load them first. As you become more comfortable with the ship itself, you may want to skip this step. I personally always load them ahead of time. Another thing with the cannonballs is that there are multiple cannon barrels on each of the ships that store cannons. This can sometimes create confusion when you're looking for cannonballs during a fight. As such, I found it's best to take a moment and move all of your cannonballs to the topmost barrel. This makes things more convenient during the heat of the battle because you know exactly which barrel to go for and can keep an eye on how much stock you have. Keep any special cannonballs on your person though. These are the purple and green cannonballs. You keep them on you because if your ship sinks, you lose all of the stock on your ship, and the special cannonballs, if there are any inside the barrel, you'll lose them as well. If you keep them on your person, you don't lose them. Next, you want to unload the rest of your inventory by putting the wooden planks and bananas away. Then you want to return to the island and clear out as much of it as possible by looking inside the barrels that are scattered around the place. If there's nothing inside, you'll see text saying empty, so move on to the next one. To sail your ship, these are the most important things you need to know. Firstly, it's important to know that anyone can access your ship. This means your fellow crewmates, people in the Alliance, and other pirates with bad intentions. So if you get raided by a boarding party, they can use your ammo box to eat your bananas and steal your cannonballs. The helm of your ship is where you steer it. It's located towards the back of each of the ships. The wheel rotates to the left and to the right and will make a thud noise when it's centered. There is also a special golden topper on one of the spokes that gives you a visual reputation as to where the top of the wheel is. The horizontal bar, located on the port and starboard sides of the ship, allow you to raise and lower the sails. With the sails up, your ship shouldn't move, or if it does, it'll be only slightly as the waves move it. This is how you make your ship rotate on a dime and turn it around. With the sails down, your ship will start moving, assuming the anchor is up. You can adjust the length of the sails to match the speed you want to go. All the way down will be the fastest it can go without catching the wind. The round knuckle, also located on the port and starboard sides of the ship, basically acts as a turbo function for your ship. The game has wind currents, and if your sails are down and catching the current, your ship will move as fast as possible. You know that you'll be catching the wind because the sails will blow out with a puff of wind and are quite taut. If you have difficulties seeing the wind currents, activate the flag that you can find in the chest in the crow's nest, which brings me to my next point, the crow's nest. In the crow's nest, you're able to get a better view over the fog, and it's also handy to climb up while you're waiting for loot to appear from krakens, megalodons, and or skeleton ships because you get a better view of everything. When the anchor is lowered, you have a few seconds before the ship actually stops. This adds to the immersion of the game, giving it the impression that the anchor is dropping to the ocean floor. If the ship's steering wheel is set to any particular direction, your ship will spin in that direction as it stops, which can be helpful for making a quick turn. Once down, your ship will not move. To raise the anchor, simply press the prompt that appears as you walk up to it, and then continue walking forward. Your character will automatically run around in a circle. As the golden bar appears from the wooden center, you will then know that you're about to start moving. If your ship takes any damage, you'll need to repair it and then bail out the water. To repair, you need to have wooden planks in your inventory and be holding them when you arrive at a hole. Press the key or the button that appears and then you will start repairing. To bail out water, you need to be using the bucket, which is B, on the keyboard. Then press M1 to collect the bucket of water, head up to the main deck and throw the water out over the top, otherwise it would just get thrown back into the ship. You'll know that your ship has sunk when you hear a dong noise, and eventually your ship will float away underwater, disappearing. So that's all for this video, a quick simple tutorial to show you how to sail your ship. I hope you found it informative. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed the Aussie accent. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Hope you're having a lovely day. Till next time.